Okay, so I've been looking at flashcards a bit recently, and there is a very popular one available for the DS, or maybe even the 3DS, but I don't have a 3DS, so I haven't tried that, but it's called the DS2. You can see here the flashcard. It's pretty powerful. It's actually got a CPU inside it, so it's quite heavy duty, and because of that, you might find it uses the battery a bit quicker than normal, but I use that in my DS. And you can see here on the DS2, or the DSTwo Plus, it's sort of designed with this in mind: DS, 3DS, SNES and GBA. So if you've already got your cartridges and you can get the ROM for that, you can put them on this card, and you can play all four on the same device. So I'm using a DS in this example, but like I say, obviously it does support 3DS as well. So that's the Supercard. It's got a couple of names. It runs under like Supercard, but also DSTwo Plus. I'll put a link to the site in the description. You can see how it works, but you put your micro SD card in with the relevant files and you're pretty much away. I'll show you how it looks on this DS. This is an original fat DS from 2004, so it is knocking on a bit, but it works really well in there, because there are, I think with the really up-to-date modern firmware updates on the latest DSi or even the 3DS, there's possibly some compatibility issues you need to check out beforehand, and there's a lot of info about this card as well, so I'd recommend just taking a look at the forums on the Supercard or DS2 website, and see how that looks. But also the Supercard, as well as these systems that's listed there, can emulate a lot more. You just put the relevant files on here and you can emulate arcade games or Mega Drive games or anything almost. There's a massive kind of homebrew environment where lots of different emulators or applications have been written for this. And if you check out the website GBATemp, there's a whole thread dedicated to the type of things you can run on this. So I'll check that out as well. Anyway, enough talking. So DS, cartridge in the back, just pops in as normal. Power that one up. If I can remember how to use this, power on. And it'll boot into the operating system. You just copy the operating system files onto that micro SD card and it'll load its operating system. I've forgotten the name of it, but that's what it is. So you can see down there, you've got the DS game, which would run the DS ROMs. There you've got Temp GBA, so that's the emulator that runs the Game Boy Advance games, and Cat SFC, which is a specific version for the DS on this card, so it's slightly tweaked from the standard Cat SFC, and that'll play your Super Nintendo, and it's got room for other ones as well. Like I say, there's quite a lot involved there. This is a really light view of that card. It can do so much, but essentially it's a quick and easy way of being able to carry a library around on one card rather than all of those cartridges. So if we go into the DS game, I think I should be able to just tap it, yeah. Okay, so there, it gives it a little icon for the ones that I put across. I've also put a couple of other emulators there that I was playing around with, but here are the games. So it's Mario Kart, for example. Run that one. The top screen's not doing anything, in case you were wondering. Oh, it is now. There we go. But that runs absolutely fine, no problems. You'll see if you read on the forums, there are a lot of flashcards available for the DS with various sort of pros and cons, but broadly speaking it does look like the DS2 Plus tends to get the best reviews about the ease of use and the flexibility. Because the applications available for it include other things like music players, video players, quite a wide range really, and it works absolutely fine. But I need to read up more on it because there's a lot more to learn about what it can do and how it can be used. Wow, I'm doing badly here. Okay, seventh. This probably isn't the most riveting video watching me play Mario Kart, but let's see where I can get to. He must be first, okay. Right, first, that'll do. Okay, there's probably a button to jump back to that menu even. I don't know what it is, so I've just restarted. Okay, so that was obviously a DS game. And again, it's quite a graphical UI that you can see quite easily how to use that. Okay, so Game Boy Advance, let's check out that. Okay, so I'm in the little user interface for that. If I put new game and I'll select a game, favorites. Okay, so let's try, try one of these. Driving. Let's go F0. There we go. So it's top screen only there. Obviously the GBA had one screen. I should really spend more time playing these and stop doing the videos. This looks great. Come on, come on. Not sure about that aspect ratio. Not sure how to change it either, but there we go. Maybe it's right, I'm not sure. Anyway. Ooh. Don't worry, I won't do 4 laps. Okay, there. As you can see, runs fine. It's really good. Okay, so that was GBA. As you've seen, it's marketed to do DS, SNES, GBA, as well as 3DS, which is a whole set that I'm missing out on, I guess, without 3DS. Yeah, let's check out a Super Nintendo one. Like I say, it can do a lot more than that. That's just dependent on what applications you load on the card. Okay, Super Nintendo. New game, select a game. Oh, I don't know what I pressed there, but I'm sure it was a game. Okay, top screen. But do check out their forums on the Supercard or DSTwo website. It's quite informative and got quite a lot of detail. And not least, you can download the operating system for the card there as well. I think it chops a little bit of the text off the screen there, but like I say, if I could remember the button to check in the menu, I might be able to tweak that. I brought it up there, video and audio. Oh, there we go, aspect ratio, so you can tweak it there. Can I do that at the same time as that? Yeah, there we go. Entire screen, smooth, entire screen. Like I say, whatever you prefer. Quit out of this, quit. Return to game. There we go. and so on and so on. Yeah, it works really well. I'm really happy with it. Cost about, I think it was about £40, $50, something like that. There's a few recommended sellers, but it's also worth checking out that it's kind of a approved seller, because you get a lot of knockoffs of this, so you want to make sure you're getting the authentic device. You can see the features on the back there, or at least if that focused you could. So you can see the abilities of the card, but primarily I just thought it was a really useful way to get your DS library carried around. Yeah, I'd recommend checking it out. Okay, thanks for watching.